wonderful Thursday evening. Greetings, y'all. Sharm Suspina here, homegrown and happy to bring you the breaking stories here at home and abroad on the first working day of the new year. Now, tops on our news leaderboard. The Christmas holiday season culminates on the Feast of the Three Kings this Sunday. And after having gone on high alert during the entire Advent and Christmas seasons, the Philippine National Police is all set for the nation's biggest religious event slated for Thursday next week, the Feast of the Black Nazarene in Quiapo. And PNP preparations for next week kicked off today with the National Capital Region Command dispatching 14,000 men and women in uniform to begin securing the entire route of this year's Traslacion, or the traditional procession of the iconic religious image. This year's procession or Traslacion route will follow the same route the Grand Procession took in 2020 before the pandemic hit. This 2020 Traslacion drew roughly 3 million devotees and onlookers and lasted 16 hours. In its announcement earlier today, the PNP claims having deployed a little over 14,700 security officers and personnel from both its ranks and from partner agencies, 12,168 cops and over 2,300 from the latter. In a move to step up the investigation into the latest plane crash that killed 179 passengers of Jeju Air, South Korean police detectives raided Muan Airport and the offices of Jeju Air earlier this afternoon. Authorities this afternoon carried out a twin search and seizure foray in the southwestern city airport of Muan and in the offices of Jeju Air in the capital of Seoul. The raid was conceived and performed to expedite proceedings of an inquiry into the fatal crash of Flight 2216 that crash landed and slammed into a barrier way off the runway, killing all 179 passengers and crew, except for 2 flight attendants who miraculously were pulled out of the burning wreckage. When the police raiding team arrived, soldiers, cops, and white-suited investigators were busy combing the wreckage and crash site, whilst orange-clad monks held a prayer ceremony. Mourners then left sticky notes on the stairs in the airport, plus food and flowers at the wreckage site. In other news, the Rose Parade is an annual tradition that precedes the Rose Bowl game and features lavishly decorated floats going up against each other in a parade on the streets of Pasadena on New Year's Day. This year's just concluded parade featured a float depicting military veterans being afforded second careers in computer coding and cybersecurity. VOA's Genia Dulop reports.
This 136th annual Tournament of Roses parade has nearly 40 moving platforms decorated with fresh flowers, including the float Coding for Veterans, highlighting training for retired military service members in software engineering and cybersecurity. Terry Rivera served 6 years in the U.S. Navy before joining the New York Fire Department. He says damage to his lungs from responding to the 2001 terrorist attack on the World Trade Center forced him into disability retirement. After working in emergency management and disaster relief, Rivera joined the Coding for Veterans program last year.
I strongly believe that the next, and it's been depicted in a lot of movies, but the next 9/11 scale, bigger, will probably be a cyber attack. So that was got me interested. Hopefully I can help prevent that from happening.
Coding for Veterans originated in Canada and is run here in Los Angeles through the University of Southern California. Executive Director Jeff Musson says they have high job placement rates and more than 800 veterans currently enrolled.
You go from serving on the battlefield to now serving in cyberspace. And when you look at the soft skills of people in the military, attention to detail, leadership, teamwork, those are the skills that employers are really looking for.
The online program is self-paced, can be completed in 6 to 12 months, and includes career coaching, says Terry Wolf of the USC's Marshall School of Business.
How to put together your resume, how to do a job search, how to get effective coaching in terms of helping you to track in terms of your career interests in career development, how to develop a LinkedIn profile. Some very basic tools that if you're coming out of the military for 20 years, you would never know. You would never have had the need for any of that.
Alejandra Rodriguez volunteered to help decorate the float because of her family's military background.
I saw the difficulty transitioning. They did have PTSD. They did struggle. They saw a lot. My sister did two tours, and I'm going to cry. And she came back different. And it was very difficult as a family, I think, to see her struggle. And at the time, the VA didn't have a lot of money to support them. And so as a family, we did the best that we could.
The Coding for Veterans float joined others this New Year's Day, expanding the program's visibility with the parade broadcast to millions. Jenya Dulo, VOA News, Los Angeles.
At this moment, let's turn to PTV's Pine City studios and my colleague for what's hot and happening in the Cordilleras. Audrey?
Naimbag Garabi, Pilipinas. Live music, pay-ayam with prizes, kanagarboa fireworks display. Dagita ti sumagmamanulang ang naimatangan ti ribu-ribu at tao ang nakipasat iti New Year's countdown iti Baguio City.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1! Happy New Year!
Saan pa'y anang rugi ti countdown para iti taon 2025? Naurnungan dagiti bisita iti paset ti Melvin Jones Grandstand para iti New Year's countdown. Adda dagiti turista manibod iti lokalidad kan Balasyo Taaw ang nakipaset. Adamot dagiti umili. Saan mo't ang mailibak ti ragsak dagiti nagbuya? Manibod iti jamming moments dagiti naduma-duma a banda kan performers anang ipa ay liwliwa aging ga iti nagkakapintas a fireworks display. Iti mensahe ni Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong, idano natin na bara pa nagkablao na iti tunggal pamilya kan individual, anang ipapaay iti biyag kan ragsak iti syudad.
Iwan po natin itong pagpasok po ng bagong taon, isipin po lagi natin, safety first, safety matters. And as we get into 2025, let us all reflect on the blessings that we have received in 2024 and the previous years. Tamo, kuminsan, kailangan natin isipin kung ano yung mga natanggap nating mga kaligayahan at the same time, yung mga blessings po natin. Kasi kuminsan, nakakalimut po tayong magsabi man lang ng thank you very much, Lord. Thank you very much to our parents. Thank you very much to our friends. And thank you very much to our community.
Iti sabali pa'y adamag na kaala iti Participatory Guarantee System Certification, dagiti manlalon iti Itogon Benguet. Baban iti panangikalikagong panagkaykaysa kan gagar dagiti manlalon iti Itogon Integrated Organic Farmers, iti Sustainable Farming, na ipaayanda iti certification manibod iti Organic Certifying Board. Ititulong ti certification na palawat ti asosasyon ti market dagitoy kan regular da ama inimbitaran ang makipaset kadagiti organic market fairs. Malaksid iti dayta na isuro ti greenhouses amang guy-guyugoy kadakwada tapno ad-adda nga agbalinda kas responsable a manlalon. Dakal mo ti nagbalin nga akam ti lokal a gobyerno kan Department of Agriculture Cordillera iti sertifikasyon a naawat ti asosasyon baban iti suporta nga ipapaayda. Kas iti panakabukol ti ordinansa para iti organic farming, panangipaay iti LGU iti insentibo kadagiti manlalon nga agadaptar iti sustainable farming practices, ken panangipaay iti DA kadagiti kagawaan dagiti manlalon para kadagiti greenhouses, livestock ken dadumapay. Dagita dagiti damdamag manipud iti PTV Cordillera, siak ni Audrey Villena, Naimbag Arabi.
And that's all she wrote for this evening's breaking stories. Always keep tuned in to PTV to stay connected with news you can count on. Shorms Espina here, gladly wishing you all a happy and healthy new year ahead.